Okay. Well met, lords and ladies, Jacob Butter speaking, and welcome back to another episode of So yeah, gotta pull this one again and go ahead and say I'm sorry that this is super late once more. This time it wasn't because of something that I did, although I guess kind of because it sort of is and sort of isn't. So the internet connection issue very much is real. I in fact don't know if this stream is going to end up being cut off at a certain point or something's going to happen, and it's sort of weird now that it doesn't seem to want to pull up the chat on Restream, which means I have to open it separately. And I was already using a mobile hotspot to even talk to you lot in the first place. And that's bizarre to me because this is supposed to be the internet that's meant to be faster and actually works, but yet my hotspot was more effective despite without moving myself into the same room that the router was in. And I don't get that. Something is up. Also, if you want about the location change, I'm just downstairs. My brother is leaving tomorrow, so I decided, yeah, give him some room, give him some space, and also because everyone else has already got to sleep, so yeah, might as well try to do something down here. And you lot have been very patient with me and waited long enough, so thank you. Yes, very much is the case that internet does seem to hate me. But and it's not just even just Restream being stupid, it's just the entire connection. I mean, I'm downstairs right now, which is probably a bit of a weird move considering that, but assuming that the internet router is upstairs, but I don't really know. The Pixelmon episode, it is still rendering. I did just make a Pixelmon Kanan short. I didn't even promote it. I just want it to exist. The premise of Pixel Month is that every day there's one video in the month of April that's uploaded that is Pixelmon related. Doesn't matter what else I do, every day. And I was definitely not about to quit the finish line. That's the part that I did. I'm sorry that meant you were waiting here for like an hour and 15 minutes almost. So, Prism of Voices, especially to you, because obviously I don't normally review the Guardians like right when it comes out. I didn't know that your time zone was going to be a particular issue, or that you're going to end up losing sleep over this. I mean, I certainly will because that's just how it goes. But yeah, we'll see. Okay, enough of this. Enough of this melodrama. Let's watch some Guardians, shall we? Okay, so first of all, we have episode 7 here. And do I have that opened up? Yes. To obtain, to lose, to leave. To have and to hold from this day forth, in sickness and in health, for rich and for poor, till death do us part. Or we can just read the description. I say that because, I mean, people have been saying in the chat right now, which again I can't put on the screen, but there's discussion in there about the fact that every episode title has some meaning to it, which is brilliant. I mean, that's what you want. That's the goal, isn't it? I don't know if there's anything in the backstory yet, but just in case. Most scenes about arguing and toxic friendship, and then these are the warnings, by the way. So most scenes about arguing and toxic friendship. Then there is also throwing a rock at someone at a timestamp which I can't show, an explosion that happens at the exact same timestamp. Interesting. Is this like an AFMAL Gacha parody where someone throws a rock at somebody and then it instantly explodes on them? Because I'm pretty sure all of AFMAL's Gacha videos end with an explosion. Anyway, so this episode is a backstory until the end. Yes, important. Remember, people, every odd-numbered episode of Season 2 of The Guardians is a backstory until... I guess this one is the Obsessionix until the end. I noticed this ancient Donna's name in here. Interesting. Okay, so Ayaka breaks her friendship with Mei and Kendra. All alone, she meets someone unusual. Very well. Okay, that's enough to say about that. So, throwing a rock at someone is so specific. I mean, you wrote the description, Prism, so I don't know why you're telling me this. I guess I will bear that in mind for when that scene does approach, and the title has meaning. So, there's that. Okay. Also, Josh says, I asked an opinion for episode 7 that you may not like this episode because of its themes. Sorry, you asked somebody that I may not like something. Isn't that telling somebody? That's a statement, isn't it? Not a question. I'm reviewing comments now. That's the state I'm in now. Okay. Well, I mean, I don't know because I mean, it depends. Obviously, in a gacha story, gacha tubers are not strangers to trying to tackle toxic friendships, toxic relationships, just in general unhealthy scenarios. It's true that a lot of gacha tubers themselves are in toxic friendships, relationships, or scenarios. So it makes sense that they would try to encapsulate that. It makes sense that it resonate a lot with that particular audience. I'm not against those particular things. It's just the problem, once again, as usual, falls onto execution for the most part. That's where a lot of those things fall down, because you take something like Adam Code Purple or something like that, where it's just like, here is my entire tragic backstory, and I'm so edgy as a result of it, and oh, it's so sad. You don't even know me yet. Let me unload my information onto you, and oh my goodness, so sad. Yeah, that's where it falls apart. I mean, honestly, like, I'm guessing that Ayaka's the main character in this one. We know Ayaka relatively well at this point. She hasn't had too much of like a mainstay focus or attention in most episodes, apart from maybe the one in season 1 where she went to like the store. But yeah, besides that, though, she has been around for some time, and we have a connection to her because we know what she's been through later. I think as far as like, as long as we can relate to the struggle, it's not presented in a way where it feels gimmicky, and we can see the impact that it has on a character that we already have grown to care about. I think we can work. So yeah, don't worry yourself too much about that right off the bat. The Guardian season 2 has been amazing thus far, and I'm sure that it will continue to be that way. I mean, for crying out loud, it's already passed the My Street test. Episode 6 wasn't a complete flop, so that's better than some My Street seasons. No, now I'm worrying. What did I am trying to help, but I'm not doing it, so let's just move on. Okay. Without further ado, on with the review.
Hi guys, Editing Sky here. I'm just here to say that.
Wow, we interrupt this broadcast immediately to bring you some breaking news. All right then.
In the first 2 scenes, Ayaka has flowers in her head.
For shame! Flowers? How dare you! I suffer from hay fever. I am so offended. Not gonna lie, I actually kind of do appreciate this like low angle that I've got going on here. Normally I have to I don't do this low angle because like I have to crouch down because I'm a tall person. But yeah, actually kind of like looming down. Interesting different perspective. Sort of like I am lording over the gacha videos as if I am some sort of like grand entity judging. Which I guess, weirdly enough, some people actually see me as for some bizarre reason. I don't know. Jacob, I'm a tall person. How tall is you? I am 6'2".
They're not supposed to be there, but I already made the screenshot.
I just had a haircut, so I might be 6'1 3/4 now. I'm kidding, still 6'2".
And I already finished editing the first 2 scenes. So I don't want to do it again. So you know what? Just
honestly, been there before. I'm an editing perfectionist sometimes. I've told the story before, but at one point I actually like took a scene that one of the Mutant Girl editors did. I realized that Marwick's phone during that scene was the wrong color. The thing is, like, one of the visual details I put in season 1 of the Music Girl is the fact that all members of Pop Josephine's gang have the same color phone. Pop made them all buy pink phones in the same shade of pink as a sign of togetherness of the group. Marwick at this point, he has left Pop Josephine's gang, but he's still tethered to that previous connection because that was his entire friendship group before dating Morwenna. So he's torn between those two particular worlds despite knowing the fact that Pop is a toxic person. Again, toxic friendships. I don't mind them being explored. I've done it myself, obviously. But so he hasn't changed his phone yet. So showing his phone as yellow meant that I went into like a mild panic mode because I forgot to explain that to the editor. So what I ended up doing was I went frame by frame in that scene and superimposed, like I edited all of Marwick's poses, like added like on a green screen thing as well. Green screen that same character with a pink phone and just put that over the image in every single frame to make sure that that yellow phone was covered. To this day, there was like one singular like frame that I can still see that I couldn't quite match up because like a tiny chunk of the phone was missing, but at that point I just had to let it go. So yeah, point is I relate and I understand. Also, apparently Josh is being accused of being a shimp or a sheep. I don't know. Interesting. Oh, okay, so there was an emoji chain, never mind. When I make mistakes in editing, I'm always like, shh, no one will notice. Well, they will if you point it out in the first scene, but oh well. Yeah, for the most part, there's just something I had to learn. It's like, who's gonna care about this? Ultimately, some of these things are like mistakes to me personally, but yeah, it just depends if I have like a really huge reason behind it. Like I guess there is here.
Just ignore that they are there because mistakes happen. So they're only supposed to be there doing the last scenes. So just ignore that the flowers over there. Yeah, thank you. Sorry.
You didn't tell me?
The problem, of course, now is that you've pointed that out, so everyone is going to see those flowers until they disappear. That's the double-edged sword of addressing that in the video itself.
Hello to you too. Hi. I told everyone that you are insufferable.
Well, I'm glad that you have disclosed that information to me. Thank you for telling me that you've told everyone else about something. Huh?
Can you rewind that a bit? Maybe tell me the whole story first. Why did it come to this, Kendra?
You have been distancing yourself from us.
Don't pretend.
Distancing? You mean distancing?
Like we didn't notice. I don't get why you're so angry.
That's one thing with the Guardians that I think still Prism you can work on is just like getting your voice actors to redo lines that don't work. Because there are less nowadays, but there's still a few that I can detect.
Angry. Do we look like toys to you? Kendra, I just needed a little break. We gave you love and fame. Is that not enough? What?
And fame. Oh, I guess this is like being let into the plastics, is it? Fair enough. Sorry, that's all my brain. I just watched a Sarah Z video all about Mean Girls the musical. Is in my head. Anyway. Oh, you're doing it now, but these are all... Oh, okay. All right, then. I guess episode 8 might be different, then.
Are you making a huge deal out of this? You won't even let me be myself. Why do you think I ignored you?
At least you admitted it.
We let you be yourself. No, you...
Small thing here that I really like is that... actually, this is something I learned from Ryan George talking about pitch meetings. Is that... and it's still something that I forget to do myself a lot of the time. Is that... you have certain lines that someone is saying if you're talking to somebody else, and then but they're like not in the frame, and then you cut to them afterwards. Or in the case of this, we cut from one person speaking and to the people reacting to the same speech that is still going on. Honestly, I gotta do more of that actually. You're upstaging me here. Ryan George does it mostly because he's he is playing both the characters on screen in live action, so you need to make it seem like there are two people in the same room talking to each other. But it's still nonetheless a technique that you see a lot if you look out for it, or if it appears here as well.
You told me to cover my other eye, and you're nobody without us, Ayaka. Nobody.
Oh wait, hold on. Is the whole covering the other eye about heterochromia? Okay, yeah. So this is a thing that I hear a lot actually in Gacha particularly. I mentioned before that a lot of times Gacha tubers will express their stuff about unhealthy settings, families, schools, and stuff like that. Sometimes the source of that just comes down to a character having heterochromia. And I never got where that came from, really. Because, I mean, from what everyone seems to believe in the Gacha community itself, particularly, or even in, artistic circles as well, is that heterochromia is a cool thing to have, especially if you're a character in that. But in real life, for some reason, no one sees it that way. I mean, in real life, heterochromia can sometimes be a sign of inbreeding, but no one really knows that, unless you've heard it on some YouTube video like I have, and now I guess you lot have as well because hi YouTube. But that's not even always the case. I happened to the one time I've seen someone with heterochromia in real life. It was actually a kid who was actually the inspiration for Brian in the Mutant Girl, weirdly enough. And yeah, he just happened to have one blue eye, one brown eye, and his identical twin had two blue eyes. So yeah, I don't know. And it was just a cool thing. And actually, to be fair, a lot of the time we would spend time staring at the two twins' eyes to make sure you knew which one you were talking about. It's like, hi, Brian. But other than that, no one really said anything at the time. I'm not really sure. It's that and stuff oh, you have a particular birthmark and things that kind of prompted me to be if I want Morwena's story to stand out, I need to give her something that is so blatantly obvious, especially in comparison to everyone else, that it's impossible almost to ignore, and that it definitely in universe people can see why it would be a major thing. So yeah, Dragon Tail. But I'm guessing that's why she had to cover up Power of the Eye, which she seems to have actually been doing right now. So a lot of that seems to have sunken in. Unfortunate part of bullying where you hear something so much that you start internalizing it and just being like, well, if everyone's saying it, I guess it must be true. Quite unfortunate, really. Let's see. Hang on. A lot of stuff has happened in the chat, so let me just rewind. Is episode 10 forward, do you think, from the redirections? Okay. Not gonna try to be mean, but when eye blink noises are put in, this is from Cross Up, by the way. When eye blink noises are put in, it makes me so mad. Bruh, it don't even make a noise like that. It's pointless. It makes everything awkward, bruh. I think for me, eye blinking noises can sometimes be a comedic thing to have. In a moment where there's an awkward silence or something and a character blinks in that moment. I wouldn't necessarily do it all the time because A, you'll be editing for hours, and B, you're correct, it doesn't really make a sound. But that's just a me thing. Some people do it differently. Oh, and Prism says it's made for comedy, which is a weird choice for this particular scene, because this scene by itself isn't really funny. It's a character getting bullied. I mean, I know that I mocked it, and I do my best to make everything funny if I can, because that's how the review series works. But yeah, the actual scene itself is not. It doesn't seem to be meant to be funny, unless the bullies are meant to be so cartoonish that it's I told everyone that you're despicable. I went Daffy Duck there for a second, but you see what I mean. But no, it just feels like this is a deliberate attack, and that it's actually both parties are generally hurt by this encounter. I don't know. Let's see. This is Prism voice is singing Ayaka. I'm just tearing down Ayaka's fat. Oh, but I mean, actually, that's what they're doing. I'm not doing that. I'm saying it's not as bad. Let's see. Rapunzel's arguing with Strawberry and Moose. Strawberry because of the girl's hair. Sorry, a Mouse. My bad. And Mouse because of how quiet the girl's voice is. I love how you have decided to just bully the bullies, Ghost Kitty. That's very interesting. Oh, and William wants to join. So, yeah, sure. Give me a second. I'll finish the chat and then I'll add you in. Imagine says, yeah, hey, got it working. Yes, finally. The Pixelmon video didn't work. I made a short. I ended Pixel Month instead of with my longest video ever. I ended with my shortest video. I guess. I think it's my shortest. It's 15 seconds. That's gotta be a record for me. Oh no, Depeche Mode Tree Branch is my shortest. And my third most popular of the entire year. So anyway. Let's see. This episode isn't too serious. Well, again, it is now. Episode 3 and 7 got some good new characters. Yeah, from what I remember from episode 3, because it's been a while, yes. I like it when like there's like in each of the backstories, right? We get to see like new people who obviously like need to exist because when the Guardians don't know each other, they must know other people. They have other connections, and that makes perfect sense. This is the kind of show that I think Aiden could never write because he would be tempted to bring back all these people in different forms rather than let them exist just in the past. So that's a good point to stand out. Also, it's because of the fact that these are all people they need. That the new people, they must of course need new voice actors in the time. So if you're casting for episode 11, I suppose, then my offer still stands. Just saying. Let's see. And it is ironic, yes, don't you think? It's like rare on your wedding day. Kendra may be my second favorite new backstory characters. Interesting. Your favorite will always be Tommy and Usami. Okie dokie. All right, we got to the end of the chat. Oh, also, there was one part here. I forgot. One message here that says, see, I can't join Jacob because it will, in these will go two nervous ways. Two which ways. I will be very, very, very nervous. Not see to say anything at all. I will go in and probably trash talk the cringe I spot out. Crossart, would you like an invite into the I mean, you know what? I'm going to send an invite to both of you. One to William and one to Maya 2.0. So, let's do that. Also, I just received a message that says, lol, soldier is gay from her, so, okay. I guess I like the lads now. There he is. And one for William. And now we wait until they're able to join. Okie dokie. There's a lot of new information I gotta process. Many, many things are being revealed about my character right now. Anyways, hi, William.
Immediately, I just hear that. I was like, why? I literally hadn't even set up my VTuber yet, so let me just do that real quick. Hello, people of the People Land. This is, I think, the first time I've been in a Guardians Gacha review since, like, when we had to rewatch the few that didn't get turned into videos.
Oh, yeah, that's right, yeah. Before we were doing live ones, yeah.
No, a while, because I've been dead inside making a freaking song.
Wow, I thought mine was going to be first when Dad said he swear on this stream. Okay. Also, speaking of Maya, it says, "Help! I'm trying." Yeah, I haven't been on Restream as a guest that often, but from what I remember, just name yourself something, make sure that it lets enable your computer to use like audio and. Oh wait, that's a good point. use a computer if you can. That's the best way to use Restream.
Yeah.
I have never tried it on my phone, but everyone who has tried it on their phone has told me that it is not worth
it. Well, I don't usually use Restream that often at all because I don't really do many streams anymore because I've been kind of just like stopped at some point recently, a few weeks ago.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think you used it for the Mutant Girl stream.
Yeah, which I am probably maybe sometime maybe Monday. I don't know. Just depends. Maybe Monday. I'll at 5 p.m. I'll probably do a second stream of those.
Oh, all right.
I'll go through episodes 5 through 8 probably.
I'm sure that Johnny would be up for that at some point as well.
Yeah, I'd figure out.
Yeah, which by the way, Josh, I've still got to put your latest 2 videos onto the fan reactions. I will do that. It just takes a click of a button. Speaking of click of a button, it worked. We've got Mai here. New name, I guess. Welcome to the stream. Allow me to just plug in my cable.
Sup, everybody. Oh my god, wait, it might be a little bit loud because there are like 3 girls that my cousin has over like screaming on the top of their lungs. So just like, if something happens while I'm talking, just like ignore it.
I can always lower the volume.
I don't usually have siblings or anything over.
Well, my siblings are asleep, so.
Plus, I think you have more to worry about than I'm here with the noise.
Yeah, see, at this time of the night, I'm the noisy sibling. It's actually
at this time, I'm always the loudest sibling in my household.
That I can believe. Yes, we know. Everyone, all our ears remember your loudness all the time.
Wait a second.
Oh, okay. We've got some more chats, so do you want to get this out of the way and say, if and when the origins are critiqued, I suggest that all three and a half should be critiqued during the same stream, as all 3 are under 4 minutes. Okay, we can do that.
This looks like a thunderstorm.
Yeah, don't talk about a concentrated person's review.
Well, time to shut up my computer.
Yeah. I mean, that's fine, because I mean, considering like the structure of how this has gone down so far, I want to get that right this time. So yeah.
I think I might actually have to go because I'm pretty sure it is about to thunder out there outside of my house. And I don't want my power to go off. My computer's still on. So, sorry. I'm gonna have to leave. Unfortunate circumstances, it seems.
Damn, bro.
Okay. Luckily, you won't have to deal with my noise. See y'all later.
Right. I guess
have a good day.
I guess someone's having worse luck than I am. All right, bye.
Ah!
Nah, bro, that is crazy.
That is definitely horrendous timing. Okay, back to the chat then. Ghost Kitty says, let's get down to business to defeat the bullies.
Help! Why was Mulan literally the movie I was watching before I got on this stream?
I don't know. Why was Mean Girls the thing I was listening to a review of while trying to process Pixelmon?
Oh god, I literally... Bro, we had a school play. Hang on. Tiny story time, right? So we had a school play at our school, and it was Mean Girls, right? And I wanted to be in this thing so bad because I tried out for this girl.
I get the feeling you'd be good at that.
Oh my god, I dedicated so harshly, Jacob, like so harshly, and I didn't get the role. I was so mad. And
hold on, which role?
Oh my god, I don't know the story, so I think like the Regina. Leave me alone, bro. It was
wow. I dedicated so much to this role. I've rehearsed everything. I prepared everything. What's her name again?
I think it was like Regina, the main girl, the main pick me.
Yes,
and
the one who pop culture is compared to. Yes.
I ended up not like making up the role, which is fine. I was okay with it. So I just like quit the whole thing. And then my sister, she's like, yeah, I kind of want to go watch it. So I'm like, okay, you know what, whatever. Like, we literally have nothing else better to do. So we wander off, get in the car, blah, 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 go through the line. And
let me guess, Regina was terrible in comparison to your audition.
Bro, on God, she was. I've watched the normal movie maybe once or twice in my life. And the girl who played Regina was horrible. Oh, like, she sucked at singing, bro. I ain't even trying to be rude. But every time she hit a high note.
Okay.
every time she hit a high note, her voice just went, and then it just, I don't know. It just, bro, it wasn't going. Like, it wasn't rolling. Like, when they say, okay, right, the script is rolling, like, her script was not rolling, and neither were her vocal cords. That's what I'm saying.
By the way, I just remembered I promised to do something. I did say that the next stream I would invite Jalen, so there you go.
Oh my god, help my bestie.
That to join stream. Ideally use a PC. It looks better. There we go. I don't even know if she's on or not, so yeah, we'll see.
You want Jalen to join now? Because I'm pretty sure she's like getting her hair dyed.
Well, I mean, A, I didn't know that. B, I said I promised the next stream, which this stream. So yes, I am doing that now. Okay, yeah, we'll see. Again, I guess that's just another example of very unfortunate timing. I'm trying to eat bread here, says Imagine. Like that caught me off guard. See, this is like decides to Gina.
Yeah? We'll see about that. Wait, Ayaka! Goodbye, Kendra.
Oh, never mind, we're at the end of the scene.
Maybe we'll be friends again. Another day.
Oh, where did I go wrong? Thinks Kendra. I don't know, maybe when you told everyone that she was insufferable, that might have been where you went wrong. Just a heads up. Just a thoughts.
Bro, I ain't even trying to be rude, but hear me out, bro. If somebody said, and I quote, "You're nothing without me," bro, I ain't hanging out with them anymore. I'm gonna find myself some new friend. Nah, never mind. None effect. I'm gonna be independent. I'm gonna make my own friends.
Wrong. Absolutely.
That's straight facts.
100%.
Dang it! All she had to do was apologize and agree with me.
Of course.
That's okay. You don't need it.
You know what? Actually, I take it back. She's not Regina. She's Chloe Bourgeois.
Your girlfriend.
Oh, Jesus, bro.
I mean, the delusion is right there.
Right, babes. She'll soon come to realize how insignificant.
Oh, speaking of delusion, here we go. We get the classic Guardians change of backgrounds to connote the visuals. Yeah.
She is without her besties.
Bro, on God, she thinks she's in Barbie Playhouse, but she's not.
Absolutely. Can we have her in the review more often? I mean, can we? That depends on you.
Wait. What? Can you repeat that?
There's demand for more of you on these reviews.
Oh my God, bro. I would love to be on these reviews. Because I be seeing them, I be watching from the comments or watching them on my TV, and I'm like, you know what? I have something to say on there. But then I'm like, I'm not in the live, so I won't be saying anything anytime soon.
Yeah, you know, the way that people normally request like go on these lives is just by like saying like, hey, you know, I want in or something like that, or messaging me on Discord or anything. That's how I get guests on. It's just, you know, whenever they want to be on, rather than I sometimes ask specific people to react to something with me, but yeah, it doesn't always work out. Most of the time, they just kind of show up on their own. But yeah, so if you ever want to join, just, you know, let me know when the review starts, and then I'll send you the link.
Yes, sir.
Strawberry reminds me of Pop, and Mouse reminds me of Kylie. Now we just need a Terry. That's very true. Then again, we do have this character who looks a bit like Marwick, not gonna lie. So I guess we'll see.
I wish I had real friends.
How, bro? Why do our bathroom stalls look dirtier than that? This girl is crying over not having friends while I cry every time I go in the bathroom and the floors ain't clean. Girl, you have so much in your hands, in your grasps, in your phalanges right now, and you crying about not having real friends. Look at those bathroom stalls, bro. The walls are clean.
You've got the clean walls in your hands. You've got the clean walls.
Straight fact.
In your hands. You've got the clean bathrooms in your hands.
That's facts. Like, bro, with walls like that, who needs friends? Is what I'm saying.
That sounds like the saddest like meme poster ever. It's like it's like who needs friends? I've got clean bathroom walls. No need to.
What's up?
I would have moved the mirror image a little bit further down, rather than like having it in the corner, because it seems like the light is
With you? Me? You've been staring at that mirror for quite a while now.
And by quite a while,
Bro, she
I mean...
just went in 2 seconds ago, bro. Leave her alone.
Exactly. By quite a while, I mean about 5 seconds.
Oh yeah, I'm all good. It's just... Are you insecure? Me? Of course
What?
not.
This has given me a lot of like, you know, Morwenna meets Agatha flashbacks.
I love how long my hair is, and I like the color.
Okay, normally I can sort of see what Prism is going for with the background changes. It usually like hides something, but as far as that goes, is that meant to be like those like shampoo commercials that always have like the lady like washing her hair in the forest while there's like a waterfall or something? Like, my hair is so beautiful, and I am here bathing myself in the middle of this forest. Head and shoulders, buy it now. I don't know, something like that.
Wait. So, is there anybody in the chat that like made this? Because I'm not about to diss like this whole thing if there's somebody in the chat.
That's part of the fun of Gacha review. It's even more fun when you get to do it to the creator's face. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, you know what? Whatever you say. I got you, bro.
That's an extra layer of comedy. But yeah, for full disclosure, yes, Prism of Voices, who made the video, is in the chat right now.
Not the shrimp person, not the person who kept my streak going. Like, nah.
Well,
Nah, bro.
There you go. You would never know. It's always the person you least expect, I guess. Hold on to your bread. Okay. Also, Josh is saying that is Mew because I forgot her name. I did, so thank you.
I don't think of myself as ugly.
Oh, wait, no. Mew as in like Miyu. Yeah, with a Y. Okay, no, I do remember.
Personality-wise? Well, I want to be more like me.
What's your personality? What do you think of your looks? Tell me everything about yourself.
Bro, the fact that she
fine,
like...
random stranger, I'll open up my entire insecurities to you. This isn't intimidating at all.
Bro, the fact that she went in the bathroom, on God, I don't know if this girl even knows this girl with the blonde hair, but she went in, looked at the bathroom. Bro, she could have been washing her hands or whatever, or just looking, doing her mascara, anything.
She was
mind your
staring at the mirror
business.
herself.
Like, bro, just mind your business, bro. Leave her alone. She went straight up, she's like, oh, you smell that? Smell that, Jacob? Smells like insecurity. Like, what?
The way
I would have laughed.
It's not like an exhalation. It was like, hello, tell me everything. It's like right next to you. It's like breathing in her ear. It's like, oh wow, your eye is covered. Let me get that for you. There you go. Now your face is exposed.
I felt like I lacked that
Miyu detective mode. All right then.
freedom with Kendra and May. You only talked about your hair. Do you dislike the rest of you? No. I was just making an example.
What about your eyes?
Straight facts. Facts not printed, but straight facts.
Why cover your eye then? Is
Oh, okay. That's actually what she. Yeah, of course.
just a hair choice. No biggie. You don't have
I
to
smell cap. I smell big cap.
Okay, fine. Full confession. My brother blinded me with a rock one time, and my eyes have been closed ever since.
I'm sorry. Oh my God. You cannot say bad stuff because I will literally laugh. Like, if there is somebody in a Gacha series that like dies or you mention something like sad in a series, I will start like laughing about it. And it's not funny. I know, but oh my God.
that's a thing from my streets. Yeah, it was played for laughs during that, so yeah, no worries.
Really are.
Although that might become an issue later on with this video, but we'll see.
Don't seek validation from others. Your opinion's the only one that matters. You mustn't cover your eyes just because they're not the norm. You're unique in your own way.
Yes, that's right. Listen to my opinion that doesn't matter.
What
Straight
about
back.
you? Are you insecure? You seem to have good advice. I don't take my own advice to heart. I'm a yaka. I know.
Oh.
She didn't even grip her hand and say, "Oh, nice to meet you." She just said, "Yeah, bro, I know who you are. So now that we're done talking about her insecurity, I'm gonna meet you in class. Goodbye." Like,
yeah,
what?
of course. It's like so,
that?
yeah. What about you? Let's talk about you for a second. Well, look at that time. Let me go now.
Like, what? I'm gonna be late to my chemistry class. Like, what?
You're insecure. Don't know what for. Ask about me. Oh wait, is that the door?
Oh,
There she
nah,
goes.
bro. That's crazy. Total annihilation of that girl that just walked out. That is pretty crazy. Me personally, if I was that girl and I heard Jacob talking like that, I would not take that level of disrespect.
Oh my goodness. You know something? I started I started writing like song parodies like when I started in secondary school, which would have been the equivalent of high school. So honestly, like I feel like if I was like wired differently and the impulse had arisen and I decided to improv a lot more, I could have just been a massive bully. I'm so glad that I didn't. I'm so glad I wasn't. Oh wow, let me part my eye vaguely, just slightly, so I can just get used to it. Also, why is that the eye that gets covered? Does it have to be the blue one? Why not cover the other one? Why was that one chosen specifically? That's what I want to know.
Bro, why cover them at all? We have two people in our school that have they got one of them, like they got the brown and the blue eye, right? There's David and then McKenna. And bro, when I tell you they are the most popular kids in school because of their eyes, like bro, why are you covering them?
Again, I never get this about Gacha. It's always the thing that people seem to like default to for some reason.
The Gacha community, to be honest, okay. I'm not trying to diss anything, but the only reason why I don't really have anything to say about the Gacha community is because like I don't know. It's kind of like anime, to be honest. It's like I know it's like fiction and blah blah blah, but it just like some people make it seem a little too unrealistic. Like you're not gonna walk down the hallway and get like bullied for like I don't know being short or being like I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like you ain't gonna get that bad bullied over it. You know what I'm saying? And
I think
you wouldn't react in that way.
I think the issue a lot of the time comes down to if you don't like build up the world in the books to like establish that that's a different thing, or it's just like okay, if you're gonna mock somebody, accidental face reveal that happens a lot on this channel.
Oh God! Pretend you did not see that.
You've got like more of a high angle than I have actually. Right. What was I saying? It's gone from my mind now. Yeah. So if in the world you don't say, oh, this is the reason why this seems like so different, then if people don't know about that part of that reality, they're going to default to their own reality, real life, and how that works, which is why you get sometimes people saying, oh, this is realistic because of this reason or whatever.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Jalen apparently is going to join in like 10 minutes. All right.
What? Oh, wait, Jalen?
Yeah, we're not even like a third of the way through, so yeah, we'll still be here.
Oh, she's
tomorrow. I'll do things my own way, and I'll be who I want to be.
Okay, this feels like a good time for a musical number, just because of the music again, and the declaration. This is like the I Want song moment in the musical. And of course the music ends right as I say that. Oh well.
Can't we talk like normal people?
Like normal
I don't know, I haven't said a word yet.
people, she says.
Bro,
Stop
I do
sliding
not know why the girl with the yellow hair is getting bullied when the girl with the blonde, my bad. When the girl in the brown hair, like, bro,
Mouse?
who wears blue makeup, bro? On God, who wears blue makeup?
The same person who mocks someone for having a blue eye, apparently.
my locker.
It makes us cool.
Does it?
Bro,
Why are you
let me just sit here and bully you, cause clearly it makes me cool, bro. I'm one of the cool kids now.
Yeah. Okay. So about those speech bubbles, I liked when the way that Ayaka appears on screen during that. But then also you have a speech bubble of somebody who just like blurred out in the scene itself. Why just have them like react in that point? Why have to be like in the speech bubble like when they're right next to you? That I don't know. Oh, Sky loves some memes. Yes. Sky, aka Prism, does indeed love memes or meme-ish editing, I guess. I don't know. That's not a word, is it? But well, it should be. It should be a word. Meme-ish editing.
like this? What do you mean? Oh, isn't it pretty?
Just we're in Dora the Explorer now. Do you see the blue eye? Muy bien! And blue in Spanish is azul.
I'm not too sure.
It's strange.
Well,
Why is that the strange eye?
Oh God, I'm sorry to tell you, girl, but the only strange here thing is your bad attitude, your bad haircut, your bad mascara, and your bad makeup. So you better take your big bad girl self and get out of the school because I'm sorry, Jacob. I told you I have no filter. Please.
I mean, you're doing well so far to not swear, so I'm glad that filter is at least there. That's all I care about, really. Oh, hold on a second. There's a comment that needs approval. There we go. They're stupid, says Prism. That's the reason. There you go. The word I would use says about the editing is quirky. Quirky editing. That feels like a bit too broad, but I get what you're going for, imagine. Coming from who was bullied in real life, says Ghost Kitty. Some bullies just do not have reason to bully, just bullies being mean. Well, most of them don't really have a reason. They just like find like one specific thing that they can use like a thing to exploit someone. And if they don't have that, they'll create it themselves. So like maybe they just chose that particular eye out of nowhere, even though I know blue eyes are rarer statistically in real life, but not that uncommon.
I like them. I shouldn't try to hide them because it's not something I can change overnight.
I mean, contact lenses, but sure.
I am proud of the
Great
way I
facts,
look,
bro.
and you're
What?
not.
It's like you know those people who say that money doesn't grow on trees.
Yes,
Well,
it does, bro. It grows.
I mean, it used to. I mean, it's mostly plastic these days, but you know, it used to be made out of paper. So yeah.
Going to make me doubt myself, Kendra. Not again. I wish you the best. Oh, friends. Hopefully you'll realize your wrongdoings.
I wish you the best. I will see you in class. It's like she's like parting with them forever, but they're gonna see each other like a few seconds.
In the future.
What future? What?
Facts, bro. They standing there like, what are you talking about, bro? Are you high? Like, clearly, bro. Like, you're gonna see them in the next 2 minutes when the bell goes ding dong ding. Like, bro, what are you doing?
Okay, so we, the audience, know that Ayaka is gonna go somewhere else because that's how the Guardians takes place. But Ayaka doesn't know that yet. The bullies don't know that yet. No one in universe knows that yet.
You don't
Maybe Miyu does. We don't know.
look bad.
Yeah, we never meant to make you feel that way. Oh, you look gorgeous.
That's another thing the bullies will do. They'll feign innocence after several comments about that, and they'll say, "Oh, it's for your own good. I wanted to make sure you were the best you could possibly be," or some rubbish like that. I don't know. Well, might as well just want to animate her in this. Yeah, I welcome any and all Gacha review like animations, edits of Gacha stuff in general. We already had the ABC "Your Parents Are Dead" thing from Gacha Spring Boy. Yeah, more of that, please. Wait, were you not there for that? Okay, so it was Ballroom Pops episode 5, I think, where basically there was this one character who found out that she was the princess of a kingdom that was destroyed when she was a baby, and it doesn't really go into too much detail about, like, you know, in the downfall of the kingdom itself. It's and also like her connection to it seems like very, very almost like nostalgic, except for the fact that she was a baby, so she wouldn't know anything about that. And then at some point, I don't know how we got to this point, but Emily and I started doing this thing about like pretending it was like a kid's book or something. And so it was like learning the ABCs, but at the same time breaking the news that your parents are dead and the kingdom is destroyed. So yeah, I don't know. Honestly, I considered like I think Em and I like joked around about making that into like an actual kids book or something like that. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. We'll come back to that.
Wait, hold up. I just want to point out.
It was episode 4. Gosh.
There is no way, like, bro, chat, support me on this. There is no way that. Wait, what is the yellow girl's name? Help! I do not want to keep calling her the yellow girl.
Ayaka.
Okay, there is no way that Ayaka here is getting bullied by a girl who doesn't even have matching clothes. Oh my god. I'm gonna cry. Dark purple with oh my god, Jacob. Okay.
Well, speaking of Emily,
Wait.
They're all wearing like some shade of purple here, surprisingly. You know,
but
maybe that's the girl of Pop Josephine's gang here. Maybe that's the girl of Pop Josephine, like the pink phones. This is the pink phone thing.
But the other girls like got clothes like that girl has like jeans, and that girl has girl, she like it looks like she got jeans, and they're like pink, like kind of like pinkish magenta-ish that go with the purple. This girl has light gray with purple, bro. Oh my god, if I was the girl with the yellow hair, I would be roasting these girls like it was nobody's business.
Rule number 3, we only wear pink on Wednesdays, or something like that. I don't know.
I
need to watch the actual Mean Girls movie again at some point. It's been a while. I wish I could do what Rapunzel did. Rapunzel is what Ghost Kid is calling Ayaka. But Youngmi didn't really have the courage to, as though she did have the courage to tell a teacher. Even though that teacher did nothing, she just told them off. That's what most teachers are, able to do in that situation, really. But hey, at least Younger You didn't get pushed off a roof. That's something. On Wednesdays we wear purple. See, there we go. Prism gets what I was going for there. If I was in the school, everyone would come to fear her. That I can't tell if that's a good or bad thing. Do you know what?
No.
Are you feared? Are you feared in your school?
Bro, I am, but like no, but like I am, but like hear me out. I am not like. Okay,
I should have asked Jalen that.
On some for real stuff. Well, Jalen doesn't go to my school. On some for real stuff, though.
You probably shouldn't have said that on stream. I might have to edit that part out. Let me just caption that. Let me just screenshot. I don't want to dox anyone on here. All right, there we go. Sometime around.
But nah, on some for real stuff though. Like, so I would be like, quote unquote, one of the popular girls. I literally don't care, but it's like I'll go to school and it's like all these little fake people. Like I see people like wearing skirts and they get bullied for that, man. And I'm like, dude, like perfect example. Like last Friday, there was a girl and she had like these pink socks, right, man? And she had like a purple skirt and like she was her own drip. Like she was wearing her own clothes and she looked nice and too. Like, and it was all great. And then these two girls go up to her and they're like laughing and this girl starts crying her eyes out, right? And she's hysterically crying. And I go over there and I'm like, who are you talking to? And she's like, well, look at her. She's got all this, like, this don't even match and skirts aren't even the new thing. And I said, bro, I don't know why it matters to you. Mind your own business. I said, isn't your mascara messed up?
Okay, but did you just critique a character in here for not having matching clothes? You just did the exact same thing, right?
Well, they weren't bullying her because of the matching clothes. They were bullying her
You just
like
said they were.
they were like bullying her because she had like a skirt and like different kind of clothes than what we would normally wear in school, because like we're like wearing jeans and belly shirts. She didn't. She had like, I don't know how to like I don't like know how to like really pronounce it, but just different clothes. And they were like bullying her because of that. And unfortunately, because of the way I sound and because of like, you know, the way I handle things, people are scared of me, but I'm here for everybody, bro. I'm nice. Any of y'all need me, bro, I'm here. You're all loved. Don't let anybody disrespect you, bro.
I can definitely see you, being like some sort of like big sister archetype in the school or something like that. I don't know. Anyways, speaking of Jalen, here she is now.
My homie!
My gang!
There's two of them. They're breeding.
Jalen, you are so fake,
multiplying. What? Where did that come from?
It came from... Bro, Jalen, I know you are not in your room right now.
I'm not. I'm in a car.
Why are you in a car reacting to a Gacha review, bro?
I'm coming back from Applebee's.
Bro, you're fake. You never got me anything. Bro, that's my fake.
Shut up.
Okay, by the way, I got a message in Discord saying I'm at dinner right now, and now I see you coming back from Applebee's. I don't know much about American chain restaurants. Isn't Applebee's like the most like critiqued American chain restaurant that there is out there?
Applebee's is
honestly, I think so, bro. Everybody goes there.
Okay, fair enough. I don't know one way or the other. Jacob is literally third wheeling. I love how Jane just got here, but yes, that's the vibe. It's not necessarily my own stream. Oh well, I'm fine. I'm okay with this. Yeah. Also, imagine I can edit out the live stream. I probably have by the time this is archived, because you can actually trim out specific portions out of like already posted YouTube videos. That's why I took a screenshot of the timestamp, so I know roughly like the ballpark of where to put that. Okay, right. Let's resume then.
Girlfriend,
you're just different.
Different?
You're just different. Bullying, 10 out of 10. Best line.
It's beautiful.
Facts.
I can't believe I just did that.
I can't believe that line came out before she finished speak.
Bro.
Who do you think you
Okay,
are?
Jacob.
Stop.
Okay.
Rowan!
You don't get me. You never did.
Why are you like this?
Like what? Like myself?
No, like
You're
Gecko car
hurting
insurance.
me,
Be for real.
It's the girl from the bathroom.
Yes, we know. We saw that scene before.
You're the one being sad? That should be me. I suffer
Bro's wearing
every
shorts.
day, Mew.
Is he gay?
On God, I'm not even trying to be rude, but the only thing sad here should be that haircut.
Back,
Not trying
bro.
to be rude. Says something rude. Okay. All right.
God.
Then. Okay.
The awful friend you are. Why won't
I guess she doesn't take her advice that much.
you try to understand me?
She looks like she needs help. Oh, excuse me?
Have I introduced you to my two great friends, Strawberry and Mouse? Strawberry, Mouse, do your thing. And then there's the proceed to roast him.
What?
I heard Kendra is talking bad about you.
What? What did she say? Did you
Oh my
hear?
God, I hate to see what you're trying to do about it. Please, you look like the... Never mind. I'm not even going to say it. Help.
Bro, why is that girl so blonde? Like, holy cow. Bleach? Is that you?
Facts.
Hey,
I'm sorry, but bleach?
we just went over we
Bleach?
just went over her level like how much she has to like embrace her own appearance. So yeah, about how cool her hair was, like there's like waterfalls and shampoo commercials and something like that.
She said that you dress like that for attention and that you're really annoying.
Not gonna lie, honestly, if either of you two had guest written this particular line, I reckon it would have been hilarious.
Oh, like super annoying.
She doesn't know who she's dealing with.
Neither do we. Who are you? Who are you?
Jump
as a
Facts.
character?
Ain't nobody facts, bro. Ain't nobody know who you are. Like, go away, bro. Who is you?
He said jump scare. Quite literally.
Facts. Like
did you say-
side eye.
Did you say who is you? What are you, the BFG?
Yes,
Let
I
the
am.
war begin.
Kendra. I heard.
Ashley Cacciatorian.
I'm sorry, but like, is that dude gay?
Well,
He's
We-
wearing
we just-
shorts and fishnets
we
for
just
pants.
got introduced to him. I don't know.
He's gay. I don't care. He's gay.
We ain't know nothing about him.
Maybe he lives in a warm climate. We don't know.
Maya,
Actually, you know what?
I
Actually,
can
you know
tell
what?
if people are gay or not by their shorts. Okay, he's gay.
Wait, hold on. Actually, we can solve this because the creators in the chat. Prism, is this character gay or not?
He is.
Gay
If
or
you say no, I'm gonna
European?
beat you up.
Just give the honest answer. That's
Sorry?
Saying that I'm annoying, huh? That may sell for attention.
Isn't it? I think it sounds great, Rowan.
Bro, her makeup's so ugly. Be for real.
That's what I'm saying. Bro.
See, I don't know why like Rowan that's his name apparently according to Josh. I don't know why Rowan is taking Ayaka's Ayaka's account of face value
I
because
could
she
roast
just
this
came up to
girl
him.
in one sitting, bro.
Yes, I'm very aware. I don't know why Rowan's
Bow
taking like
does not
account like
match.
a
Makeup,
face value.
disgusting. Hairstyle,
Yes.
disgusting.
Okay, we've already gone over. Maya's already done the deed. It's
Yeah,
fine.
but I could do more. I could do more than deeds.
Yes. Okay. All right. I'm trying to say like I don't know why Rowan is believing Ayaka over over Kendra here. Not sure like what the difference is between like say like one person. In that case, is this like one person saying one thing, one person saying the other? Why is Ayaka more trustworthy? I don't know. Oh, are any of my characters straight? To be honest, I don't know. That's not really an answer. But apparently, Prism of Voices says that Rowan is gender fluid, can't remember sexuality. Okay.
Kendra.
Oh, shut up, Emo. I don't want you near me.
Emo? Is that what it's supposed to be?
Damn, bro, get called out.
Bro, you got called
Me
emo.
I'm not, and at least I don't act like a
I don't even know why
plastic
she's
Barbie.
talking. Her makeup.
Her
Her face, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Plastic? Are you saying that I'm fake?
I've literally,
Yes, I am.
literally called them plastics before.
Your makeup, disgusting, bro.
I'm
Don't
psychic.
test me.
Are you ignoring the Barbie comment?
Maybe I am.
Oh, listen up, geek.
That should keep.
That
Bleach
was
Blonde is back. Yay.
that was surprisingly easy. Hold on, why is Roman so seductive? I don't think he's meant to be seductive. I
He's
don't
not.
think he's particularly, enticed by the idea of being insulted. Don't get wrong, I know some people are. I know you're out there, but I don't think he's one of them.
I'm sorry, but somebody said it's crazy.
Mm.
Somebody's like,
Also,
Rowan, it's not emo.
Also, BB says, I don't think black hair is what it takes to be emo. No, I think maybe it's also like the clothing and the hat. I have no idea.
Huh? Bathroom girl.
By the way, walking in the air.
Leave me
Hashtag
alone.
levitating.
I don't need anyone. Wait.
Oh,
She
hold on.
running.
Hold on, we've got... Wait a second. There we go.
Please leave.
Oh, there's the rock. Okay.
Oh my god, bro almost just murdered her. That's crazy.
I know, right? That is a massive
dun,
rock to
dun.
throw at someone for just trying to talk to you. I can't be seen as weird. Super strength powers activate. Don't look at me.
Quite literally.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Holy Spirit, activate.
All right, now promise you'll leave me alone, or blink, or continue breathing, or I don't know. I need to call an ambulance.
Everybody should subscribe. I'm just kidding.
I mean, sure, but
Everybody watching
subscribe,
Jiggle Butter, subscribe right now. Or subscribe.
there's 8 people watching this stream according to Restream right now. This yeah.
And those 8 people better be subscribed.
I require 8 likes. I
I
require
require 8 subscribes.
your likes, Lucius.
What? I'm done.
It's meant to be like,
If
I
someone said they're
require your...
unsubscribing, you better get them.
I hope not. Hey, people like my impressions on here, particularly the Harry Potter ones for some reason. Oh, there was the explosion. Okay. The explosion was the rock rather than... Okay. Alright, sure. Oh yeah, KW definitely subscribed on both of channels. Yeah, I'm very much aware. Oh, Josh says I've got 8 likes now. Hey, fantastic. Thanks, everyone.
Oh, what the heck is going on?
I shouldn't have done that. It's...
Oh yeah, no, you shouldn't have done that.
I can't
Objectively, no.
hear.
okay. If you weren't like me... But I am.
Dora out here trying to commit murders with a bot. Dora? This character's... Wow. It's weird hearing someone else be called Dora. That's something that Marwick used to get called back in the day during Season 1's airing. Okay, so mine's got to leave because of connection, and also Jalen is in the car, so I guess it's just me again. The stream just got a lot less entertaining.
Just leave. What's wrong? Everything's wrong. I feel so lonely.
I mean, I know I should be questioning why on earth you want to summon plants, and I'm like, both of us have powers, but no, I'm too edgy for that. Please depart now. I don't know.
No, you're not.
Welcome back.
I know. I couldn't
get
hear.
it because you're so pretty and you probably have. I'm sorry. Don't apologize.
Okay, I guess. Oh, I thought it was like an Aquaman thing. No, it was. Ah, there we go. That's where the flowers are supposed to appear. So I guess the scene before was edited. I guess. Oh, the scene before was edited out of order. That's interesting for a series edited by one person. All right then.
Did you do this? Yep. How? If I picture an animal in my head really clearly, I get their abilities, and also I speak to animals telepathically. It's a bit difficult, so it doesn't always work though.
I don't recall Miyu ever using the abilities of any particular animal before. I don't know. Josh, help me out. I don't remember her using the animal powers at any point. Feels like a missed opportunity, if not the case.
That's pretty cool. Not really. I can only grow plants.
Oh, yeah, all I can do is have control over nature itself. That's no biggie.
Do we have to deal with your barrier?
Yeah. No big deal.
Oh. Why are you laughing? Why make a barrier in the first place if you can't?
I don't know, because I had a rock thrown at my head and I would have probably bled out otherwise. What kind of stupid question is that?
Special victim unit. Special victim.
Yes, exactly. Special supernatural victim in this case, yeah.
Can't drink it back. You left me no choice. You could have.
Also, apparently, Rapunzel and Dora having an emotional talk. Meanwhile, Apple juice is fighting with Strawberry and Mouse. Wow. Honestly, you know what, Ghost Kitty? If you ever start doing Gacha reviews of your own, I reckon every single character needs a nickname of a particular thing you're watching.
Gotten out the way. It's too late for that now. Thank you for whatever you did back in school. No problem.
I'm sorry, but how do people
have
equal signs for eyes? Please tell me that.
People, what? Sorry, but equal signs. Oh, that's just Gacha presets for eyes. That's a good thing to vary facial expressions with.
I know, but it's weird.
To leave you alone. After you told me about your fake friends, I gathered up the courage to break my friendship with Rowan. Will you tell me your name this time? My name.
Or possibly the context to make sure that I help the right person, because Rowan could have been in the right there.
My
I don't
name
know the
is Geico Car
situation.
Insurance.
Name. I'm Miyu. Oh yeah, Rowan said it a bunch of times too.
Shooting stars.
Nice to meet you, Miyu. Hope we can be friends? Of course. After all, friends always help to break a plant barrier. True.
But the plant barrier was not broken. It's intact. What are you talking about?
Also, apparently, we're called Guardians.
Oh, so she knew about the Guardians the whole time. Oh, is that why she said have a nice life? So she did know that she was going to be on a Guardian mission at some point.
Huh?
Well, isn't that a stroke of luck that you happen to come across like another Guardian who just so happened to be the person you were trying to help and chase for some reason? What are the odds?
Threw a big rock at her. Oh my god.
Yeah, I know. Stars align there. You know, it happened to, me threw a rock at the one person who could actually defend themselves in the situation, and Ayaka happened to chase there's the one other person who would help her on the mission they would have to go on very shortly in the series proper. Feels very, very convenient.
Who? Us. People who have powers. How do you know? I received this note.
Okay, so you know what I said before about like having different people speak, but at the same time like having but they're not being in frame and just showing the person reacting to them. Yeah, that works up to the extent where you just don't cut back to the other person at all. That I feel like we should have like had like a little bit like one more cut to Mew to make that work.
Note from a stranger. I didn't see them clearly. I don't even know how they knew. That's abnormal.
Can't hear.
This plant. You can take it. Hooray, we don't get to destroy another plant. I made it to...
I mean, you're gonna have to rip it out of the ground. So that
I made it to heaven. That's what I did.
signify our blossoming friendship. Can't believe you. Kaito.
Oh, okay. So this is the part I guess that is now
Bring.
This is now present day.
I'm
So
shooting
I
up
think that's where.
That's so funny.
Yo, who's that dude? He mad ugly. Oh my god.
Also, apparently, Prism says you overestimate my editing app. So what? Were the cuts not decided
That
by
dude
you?
is ugly.
Oh wait, is that why? Is that why sometimes the characters react
Yes.
differently? Because like the shots, like the editor just didn't time the trims properly. Wow, that is quite literally a happy accident.
Jacob,
until
I do
that
not know what you're talking about, and I do not care. I'm just kidding.
Okay, well, Prism might care. It's the review of the video, so
I'm
kind of have
just
to.
kidding.
I've been wondering for a while. Were you the one that sent me this?
Well, probably not, because he was they were the last person to join, and they were so hesitant to like have anything to do with the Guardians. So I out of all the people possible, I would have said Yuki, who was the one gathering people, but not Kaito. That makes no sense.
I was.
Okay,
So,
that
of
was
course,
actually
the correct
like,
answer. My goodness.
it's actually
Okay.
like, okay, thank you, Joshua, because I actually didn't know that they use like they them pronouns, because I miss, like, if I see something that looks like a girl or see something that looks like a guy, I just automatically call them that because I'm too scared to ask their pronouns because I think they're gonna get mad.
It does ruin the pace of the video
wow.
if you do that for every single character that appears, so that does make sense. I just happen
Yeah,
to know
so
this on previous
thank you.
videos. Yeah. It's all for the sake of the content. Yeah. Kaito was part of the friend group before. What? Okay. How did that not come across in a prequel about this friend group?
On of the lights. What was
Okay.
that?
How did you know I was a guardian?
Yuki
I don't know, because you summon plants in your free time.
told me. She sent
damn.
me so that maybe you could unite all of the present guardians.
Why not just have Yuki write the thing herself? That would make way more sense because she was the one gathering people and Kaito was the last person involved.
Preach.
Apparently it's explored more in detail in episode 13. Okay, alright. I guess.
Preach.
Kind of feels weird that you've like taken like the structure of having the backstory of one or two guardians every other episode, but yet you completely gloss over the connection that one of them has, and until this review actually.
It
Bro,
partially
preach.
worked.
I knew I saw someone with blue hair.
I was the one trying to reunite everyone at first. After a few months of working with Yuki, however, I realized that she was stronger than me, so I left.
What? What What the?
Bro, why?
Okay, so
Oh, that's funny.
so in case anyone's forgotten how Kaito joined the Guardians,
How to join the Guardians? I'm kind of dumb.
right? So
Just call me dumb.
so Kaito was the last of the group of 9 Guardians to be recruited. They were off on a different mission doing their own thing at first, and then eventually it took like an attempt on like on behalf of like every single Guardian member to try and convince them to even join this cause at all. And it felt more like, oh, they just didn't want to be involved in this whole in this whole ordeal and this whole conflict, rather than jealousy out of a use of power when clearly their power is needed. Otherwise, why would any of them have bothered to try and recruit them in the first place?
Preach.
Well, William seems to have left. Well, William couldn't be here because he's going through a storm, so I had to sing the song on my own. Redcons, they're bad for me and you.
What?
Redcons, next time think your story through.
Okay, it's like me.
I've had that jingle for like 3 years. It makes sense.
I felt completely useless. Even more after I got corrupted.
Yeah, I felt completely useless until everyone had to remind me of how much use I'd be to them.
I don't even know how. I don't recall.
Kaito.
Sorry, Ayaka. I shouldn't have said all that. I'm the funny one, so...
You're the funny one? Since when?
Exactly.
What is one joke that you have told in the whole series, Kaito?
You don't have to be the funny one. You're still human, and you have your own problems. It's okay to let your feelings out.
No, because
I never mattered.
why was like I was going to like write a script. It wasn't like gonna be voice acted or anything, but I was just gonna write a script
You
of
said
like
about all your scripts that you send them to me anyway.
well, yeah, but like I did that to like most of my voice actors just in case they want to read them. But like read them, like not like voice act them, but just read them in general. But I was going to make like a script of like Soldier like just like being down straight serious with torture, like just completely serious, no jokes or nothing. And I like completely quit on it because I was like, that would like ruin Soldier's like it would ruin his character. But like I feel like everybody knows that like, you know, Soldier's like bro is depressed on the inside. But
what can I say? I'm the real funny character in this show.
Ayaka.
Hey, look, the creator just said so. Look, I'm just agreeing, okay? It makes
I got
sense.
If you didn't matter, why would we need you?
I'm going home.
Home? Let me at least accompany you.
No, I don't need any of you.
Kaito!
Oh, so he's going back to... So we've just established a new motivation for why they left before, and now that was in aid of them leaving now for that exact same reason, as if nothing got resolved before.
oh my god, yes, I could be a voice actor. I don't know who asked in the chat. Wait, actually, yes, I do. I can see the names now. Okay, whoever asked in the chat, because I can't really pronounce your name. Like honestly, I would love to like voice act.
Just Imagine goes by Imagine.
Okay.
Imagination is voice act.
Yeah, I would honestly be like I would honestly be really happy to like voice act for you.
Bro, me too, for real. Like, oh gosh, you should let me do that.
Yeah, wrong person, but yeah, absolutely.
Oh.
Yeah, it's Prism that made this series, but Imagine it does actually do another thing called Secrets of the Plex, which actually I don't know if this is still being cast or not at this point. I'm not sure, but season 2. I mean,
let me just hit them up real quick. Beep boop beep.
We'll see. It's FNAF, right? If that draws any appeal.
Oh, please.
Just leave me be, Ayaka.
Wait! Kaito!
So I think we can all agree that Kaito just hijacked this ending.
That's straight facts.
Yeah.
What
didn't know-
confused
I think
me
we all-
about like
I think-
what just happened
Maya,
was
zip
that
shut your lip.
Don't lead them to my series. Oh, come on! You let me review the whole thing. Well, not yet, but eventually.
He said he had a crush on her.
Wait, hold on. Maybe who had a crush? What? Who are we talking about right now?
The ending where he ran out the house, like.
Oh, right. You're saying Kaito had a crush on Ayaka?
Yep.
Okay, well then, why would they like lash out like that and then run
Because
away?
couples argue. It's a one-on-one thing. Like
Okay,
that,
so
bro.
not only does Kaito have a crush, but they also are a couple.
Yes, the crush is her.
Okay, fine. Prism, any word on that? Because I mean, they haven't been shown to date in the series, but I don't know if they apparently have more connections with each other than I thought they did. So
Look at
all
his
bets
skin.
are off right now.
Dude, I'm sorry. I'm like they're very distracted right now.
Also,
My
yes,
dog.
KW, during Mira's origins, will be very appreciated for you to explain what's going on.
What?
Oh, I'm talking to KW in the chat, don't worry.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were talking to me.
Okay, well that was episode 7, and
7? My
yes,
goodness.
of season
This
2.
Dog.
So, okay, so just to address the concern before that Prism apparently had about, or Josh might have had about me not liking the episode based on the premise. Not at all. That's again, the exploration of the bullying and toxicity does kind of feel a little bit superficial. I mean, I'm trying to like take out like the very specific and sort of like bizarrely like eerily realistic approach that Maya and Jaden have taken here. But obviously, making that comparison aside, it feels like a lot of the language in here was like very. It was very blatant, and some of the things there, like Rowan, for example, it would have been like the way to make that work would have been if like we saw Rowan before. Maybe if that was the first scene before we like transition over to Ayaka, then we have Ayaka and Miyu meet. When both of them have issues going on, we get to see a little bit more from Miyu, possibly in her face about like being confronted with her own insecurities.
I should totally create a YouTube channel. Like, oh my goodness.
You have a YouTube channel.
I did, but I like have a lot of emails, and I deleted the one that had my YouTube channel on it. So I can't get back in it.
Why?
I'm just dumb like that.
Why would you wait?
I know the email, but I don't know the password. But I can make a new one.
Wait, hold on. So you're saying the channel actually like exists currently still?
Yes, it still exists. I didn't delete the channel. I deleted my email for it.
What would this channel name be, but perchance?
Why? I'm just kidding. I forgot what it's called.
Isn't it like Infinite Gacha Edits, or isn't it like J1P?
No, that was me in like 2019. Don't start.
Wait, you had a different channel in 2019?
It's Mimi_mole, but the O in mole is a 0.
Wait, hold on a second. Wait, hold on. Would you perchance happen to have been an It's Mimi-chan fan from back in the day?
A Mimi-chan fan, bro. I was like, yes, that's me.
Bro, she was obsessed with Mimi. I hate Mimi, bro. I hate her.
I hate you.
God, she's annoying.
Give me a second.
Look it
Chat.
up.
No one say anything.
Don't watch my videos, please. They're cringy.
Watch her videos.
No, don't watch my videos. They're cringy.
Who do you have
Just
at your house, Jalen?
I'm not at my house.
Whose house are you at?
Mia's.
Bro, get off the live and go play with your friend.
No. Jacob just like try to hack my account.
No.
Yeah, you are. He is. Don't listen to him, guys.
You stayed at Mia's house for 2 nights in a row?
No.
I thought you were staying over there yesterday. That's why me and Janelle left.
I did
Okay,
stay
all right.
yesterday. I'm not staying tonight.
Actually, I do need to actually look up this this channel just in case. Before I forget, didn't match any documents. I'll look it up on YouTube itself later. Yeah, I was doing something else, but while you're there, you did remind me that yes, that is something else I have to do. Okie dokie. Let's move on to episode 8 and see if the thing that I've set up plays out or not.
Wait.
Episode 8.
Hang on. Pause. There's
No.
there's more.
Well,
Exactly. There's more.
Yeah, look at the title. Yeah, I do Gacha. I do Guardians reviews in batches of 2. Used to have been 4, but then I caught up with the series. So yeah.
The title.
Yeah, so every odd numbered Guardians review, every odd numbered Guardians episode in season 2 is a prequel, and then you get back to the main story with every even number. So yeah.
All right. Yeah, it's all good. Real quick though, hang on. I don't have a problem with that. I was just asking because I was genuinely curious. But I have to really quickly talk to Jalen about something. So is it all right if we skedaddle from the live just real quick? It ain't gonna take that long. Like maybe 5 minutes, 2 minutes top.
Okay then.
Jalen, leave the live. I gotta talk to you.
All right. Well, in the meantime, I will set this up and on we go. Episode 8.
Why is everyone so busy?
Good morning.
What's going on over there? Are they not helping us with the preparations?
Some are helping, but Rom Rio's leader just sent us a threat. Every Paro member is working hard to keep up with the security.
So...
Oh yeah, so if people don't remember, yeah, the invitations to this party got exposed. So now, I guess one of them has a clear invitation, but the rest of them are still threatening people. I don't know.
Is it just us?
It's just me.
Huh?
You can help them.
You mean it?
Yes.
Oh, but wouldn't it be so difficult for you, Eve?
By the way, Prism is saying I had this episode, I saw this 6 times today. Yeah, that's what happens when you have to like upload. This came out today, by the way, people watching. Or I guess for me now, it would have been yesterday because it's past midnight, but whatever.
Managing all the preparations by yourself?
I'll be fine. Have you got something on your mind?
I hired some strangers to help us.
Okay, I can see why this would shatter her because this is the exact same situation that got them into this mess in the first place. So, yeah, not a good one.
What now?
I'm sorry. I saw the PRL members being so busy lately and I thought that we might have needed an extra hand.
Well, the PRL members are busy trying to infiltrate into this party, right? Surely employing somebody of strangers might be part of like their particular scheme they're so busy with, surely?
Which we definitely need right now.
They're not professionals, are they?
No, but they were so...
Oh, also Old Lady and the Child. Oh, is that... I guess that's what these two look like, apparently, Kat and Eva.
willing to help.
Who are they?
Guys, you can enter now.
Ooh, intro music.
Oh my god, bro, why does that one look like
What do I
Gundam
need to help you
Tanaka?
with? Going home. I'll be the best at this preparation contest.
Why did you...
Why does this feel like, you know, like one of those like European fashion shows or something? And that's like that's their intro music because they're going on the catwalk. Like, we're going to spruce up this music, darling. We're going to make this the best party you have ever seen, yes. Okay, all right. So the thing I've set up, I think this is gonna work. So, okay. So Jenny, you know how you said before that you were like an OG as Mimi fan and everything. Hello, Jalen.
Bro, oh god, she died.
Oh, sorry. I was like looking up stuff.
Okay, all right. So going back to the It's Mimi fan for a second. Let's see. We have a guest in the audience here.
We do.
Mimi, can you come forward, please?
Hi.
So remember before when you know you saw me like intensely typing, and you thought I was trying to hack your account? No, I was messaging. I was messaging Mimi or Shorty here because we have been friends for 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
He's like a part of the Mutant Girl and the Butter Bunch with me, and has yeah, and as I also was the subject of my first ever Gacha review. So yeah.
Oh, good time.
Go ahead and say
Not
hi.
really. Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Sorry, I'm just like laughing right now. I don't know why I'm laughing.
It's fine.
I know why I'm laughing. I know exactly why I'm laughing right now.
Well, yeah, why are you laughing? You think this is funny?
Yes, I do. Very much so. My jaw is like I try not to make a lot of noise because it's late, but
it's late. Imagine.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, this is how I can tell you haven't seen the music. Oh, you would have known about that voice acting credits. Gotta missing out there. Oh my, it's times like this that I love being a YouTuber.
Oh, they left.
Nah, bro. Shotty is tripping. Shotty left a chat in the stream, bro.
Okay, this is the part that needs to be animated. Just saying.
Dang, bro. She done left. Oh gosh, she's probably going to get her nails painted or something. Cause she told me she was going to get her hair dyed. So I was like, what?
Maybe I don't know. Maybe she's gonna want that coveted Mimi approval of nails in that case.
Straight facts.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Sorry, I couldn't hear again.
All right. So hey, Jalen, what was your favorite Mimi show from back in the day?
What?
Well, you said you were a fan of his Mimi-chan, right? What was your favorite Mimi show from back in the day?
I don't know. What? I don't know what we're talking about right now.
Well, okay. We're talking about the It's Mimi-chan. A Mimi show would have been a show on the channel It's Mimi-chan. You know, he had plenty of series. I'm sure that one of them is would have stood out among the rest. You?
Jacob, Jacob, she was talking about Mimi on Piggy. Oh my god.
Well, that joke ruined itself. Okay.
Oh my god, bro.
I did try and say, hold on a second, wait, hold on, but okay.
Backfired, be like.
All right, you still called yourself It's Mimi Mole, so I feel like there was some sort of inspiration there.
Well, I don't do that, like, the only thing that has, like, Mimi-fied is my Roblox avatar, because I can't change that unless I have, like, 10,000 Robux, and I'm poor, so I can't afford it, you know?
Right.
Right.
Right. So anyone who wants to do that animation, yeah, cut out the end part because that's a depressing end to the joke. Right.
Hire Moss.
You gave them a chance, so I'd like to do that too.
I am very excited about this party.
Yeah, you sound very excited. You sound just, overwhelmed with emotion right now.
Of course you are.
Both sound literally miserable.
But BB's saying I'm number one's
The black kid right there.
Oh, okay. All right, so Mimi's got to leave. All right. Also, BB says I'm good. I'm usually one fan still. Fair enough. I am still the world's leading expert on Tammy the Bad Boy. So, yeah, that's the one claim that I have. I remember more about it than the creator.
I'm not really sure on what I'm supposed to do.
Wonderful.
I'll leave you with them.
Pause the video. Oh my god.
Yeah.
You did a glam rock Bonnie impression? Where was I, bro?
What?
Oh, okay. Oh, hey,
Do it
so
again.
all right. So I don't think I did a Glam Rock Bonnie impression based on anything. It was basically because in Secrets of the Plex, since there's no voice acting, I just started doing random things for the different characters. So one of them became Yoda. I think Glam Rock Bonnie ended up being something like, was it this particular voice that I did? I don't remember. Something like that.
Someone said in the chat you're about to eat Jacob. What?
I'm
not a cannibal.
Okay, so this is the classic example of someone missing a comma. So what KW meant to say was, do not bring that back up when I'm about to eat, comma, Jacob, rather than do not bring that back up when I'm about to eat Jacob. To which Prism Voices responded, you're about to eat.
Bro, cannibal. I don't play like
Wow. KW, you had your grammar corrected by a Gacha tuber. How do you feel?
Lovely place.
Okay.
I guess she doesn't get the music. I guess as soon as she speaks, the music stops. All right, then.
So we have Mosk D'Angeli, K Martinez.
Okay, so Mosk is
Bro,
already been
what was
confirmed.
that first name? I'm sorry, but bro.
Oh, he's been the most long-standing antagonist character, which already spells trouble for this plan. But yeah.
And
you don't need to know my name. All I care about is the party.
Why not? It could be a girl.
Just sounds like Darby's introduction, doesn't it? It's like,
Okay, you know what? Okay, I'm not gonna be like. See, if I was her, I would have pointed to her, embarrassed her, and I would have been like, you know what? You found to be rude. You can leave. And that's about that.
You don't need to know my name. I go by Darby or something like that. I can't remember the actual line. Whatever.
I don't know if you guys are trustworthy.
See, that's the thing. I wish Mimi was still here. That would have made that would have been way funnier.
That owns me.
I believe.
The same way that you might freak out about my soldier impression. Yeah, the Darby impression was the OG of that effect.
That everyone
on me particularly. All right.
here is generally doing it for the best of the party. Right?
I wanted a free invitation.
Wow, didn't have to.
I do like that they say two different things at the same time for the
To
explanation.
be honest.
Honesty is the way to go. My name's Layla.
Really?
No.
Just said, oh my goodness.
Bro,
Okay.
oh my god. See, it's characters like these that really irritate me. The characters that are downgradingly so just rude for no reason. Literally no reason. They could just be rude for no reason. Oh my god, I hate characters that's why I hate Pop, because she's rude for no reason. Nobody's looking at you. Nobody cares about you. Nobody's going to miss you when you get sent to the gulag in GTA.
That's precisely their problem. The problem that Pop has, She wants to be wants to be seen. There's that motivation. But yeah.
The poor little baby cannot get her bottle. Wow, we're gonna cry about it.
People are saying Dobby is free now. Dobby is free.
Okay. Someone
Master has presented Dobby with a party invitation.
I hate it when people lie about their names.
Why does it bother you so much?
I don't know.
Probably because this is already a secret party
Why
that
you want to know if you're telling the truth or you're a
you don't
liar?
want like, this whole like villain group to infiltrate. So you kind of have to make sure people are up front. That makes perfect sense as to why.
I guess a name means a lot to me.
Can we please get started? If you hurry this up, my sister won't find out I'm helping the enemy.
We'll keep a close eye on them, Supervisor.
Thanks. Let's get moving.
I'm sorry.
Wow. You know what I love is when voice actors read the line ahem without going like they just read like actual ahem. That's on the same level as looking at the word sigh in a script and not actually sighing, just going like sigh. Like unless that's like a sarcastic remark that someone's making, it doesn't work like that.
Like,
it's just
like
some things like universally understood in scripts.
like, oh my god. Or more like, oh my god, sigh. Like that's just what? Look at difference.
Oh, apparently Imagine has seen this series before. Wait, that doesn't make any sense. This episode came out today. What are you talking about? Unless you like recognize the characters, which maybe you do.
I'll show you the many things we'll have to do.
Montage.
Those bubbles are pretty funny.
Okay. Falling in slow motion. Nice.
Bro, there's only 3 people, bro. What is this? Bro, you can't even call this a party, bro. It's literally 3 people.
They're
like,
preparing
what?
for they're
It's actually
setting
4.
up the venue. They're setting up the venue. This isn't the actual party. They're setting up the venue.
Oh, okay. That makes a little bit more sense. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, we gotta wait for the actual Guardians to show up for that, because none of the Guardians are here right now. Okay, here's one of the Guardians.
So,
Ew, I literally hate him
you were
already.
saying?
Oh, why?
Oh, he had emo.
Bro, because no, I don't hate him because of that. I hate him because back in the day. Okay, I'm not even gonna say that. It was literally like 2 years ago. Not that big of a deal. Anyway, people used to make Michael Afton like look like that, and it was so disgusting. And I just immediately saw it, and I was like, oh, Michael Afton, and I was like, wait a minute. So I don't like people with shaded purple hair, and because like it's so like I don't know. It reminds me of like when people would make like bright purple hair for the Afton family, and not just like do a tip of purple or like you know what I'm talking about or nah.
Okay, one of the Aftons literally had a disease that made his skin purple. I feel like having purple hair is not that out of the question for that family.
Okay.
Wait, the disease. Wait. Oh my god. I am dumb, dude. Wait, he had a disease. I thought it was because he was like rotting. Oh
Yes,
my god.
And he was rotting and turning purple. That was the disease.
Well, yeah, but that's more like. Well, you know what? Actually, I see your point. I actually just see your point.
I mean, regardless of what the reason was, it was just he still turned purple. And yeah, I don't know. For me, with different like haircuts, especially in Gacha, not that egregious. I mean, obviously, you know, I've watched plenty of AFMA in my time. What people consider to be natural hair colors is different for that universe.
Yesterday. The energy.
Oh, don't worry about it.
Come on.
Thing One and X Queen, Mike, Ghost Kitty, you continue to exceed yourself with your nicknames. Okay, so apparently, it wasn't a disease, but the skin did become purple. That was the important part. Apparently, Michael possessed a rotting skin sac after being invaded by Ennard. Okay, sure.
I want to help you with your own energy.
I don't need my own energy. I'm doing it because... Forget it.
You need to contact someone?
How did you know?
There's only a few reasons why someone would be staring at a candle like that.
Talk to someone through a candle is basic stuff.
Basic?
Bro, about to argue about Michael Afton in the chat. Oh my goodness.
What was it this series that I made like the joke of someone like holding a candle up to their ear as a phone or something like that? Was it this show? I don't think it was this show. Might have been.
Are they trying to burn their hair? Like, Burgle, you have cancer. I'm sorry.
Nah, they don't know the concept of like the open flames or anything. You know, they're not going by like lab rules in this situation.
If you have any kind of energy related to the gem, it's quite simple.
Why do you know that?
I was curious and I spent too much time with Yuki. Who do you need to contact?
Promise not to freak out?
I do like seeing Miyuki actually take a bit more initiative, especially because, you know, her and Mizuki being the protagonist fish out of water from the last series, there's what were obviously like it was their job to react to a bunch of this stuff that was going on. Ayaka and Miyu to a certain extent as well, but yeah, like actually them taking some different steps on their own, it does show some good character progression.
I need to contact.
Oh, why isn't the candle lighting up the dark room? Because lighting in Gacha is one of the skills that comes last, honestly.
Yami.
Ah, freaking out! Just kidding, it was fairly obvious.
Was it?
Yeah. You're trying to change his heart, right? You're a good person.
Thank you for thinking.
Hold on. I was talking over that with like lighting his heart. I need to like go back with this point.
To contact Yami.
Ah, freaking out! Just kidding, it was fairly obvious.
Was it?
Yeah. You're...
Okay, so to contact Yami before, all that this character really needed to do, and also Yumeka, was just essentially enter some sort of like dream realm. There was like a frequent contact between this one particular character who became the 10th Guardian later on. So it's kind of curious that now he seems to have, you know, wandered off. Then again, so has Kaito, so anything's possible now.
Trying to change his heart, right?
Also, Josh is pointing out that Alex has blushed at Miyuki. You know, you make enough jokes about shipping fuel that isn't there, and eventually people are going to start making like actual serious connections.
You're a good person.
Thank you.
Then again, I think he was blushing about Yami, so if you're going to make a ship for anything, yeah, might be looking in the wrong direction.
Thank you for thinking so.
All right, I'll show you how it's done.
Miyuki, stop!
Ah!
I feel some really bad energy.
Well, isn't it convenient you just happened to show up right as that was starting?
Are you sure it's coming from the candle?
No, but it's serious.
Where are you going?
To find Yuki!
Yeah, sorry. Yuki's not here at the moment. Leave a message after a beep.
Oh my goodness, Yumeka. I miss this character so much. Yumeka is one of my favorite characters in this whole series.
Urgent.
Didn't
I mean, she has her moments, obviously, like all of them do, but yeah, like for crying out loud, myself done. Again, she can contact Yami herself, most likely, but oh well.
ask, didn't care. Leave a message.
The return of Yumeka after being absent for 5 episodes. Yeah, I know, right? Absence makes the heart grow fonder.
It might be about your brother.
Wait, did she just do the same joke twice? Hold on a second. Wait a minute.
Yuki!
Yeah, sorry. Yuki's not here at the moment. Leave a message after a beep.
It's
Okay, so that's once. Also kind of rude to sass your friends like that, but still funny. Okay.
urgent.
Didn't ask, didn't care. Leave a message after a beep.
It might be
So she did do it twice. Okay, alright. Yumeka, just because we've missed you doesn't mean you can get away with recycling material.
about your brother.
I wasn't lying. She's really not here.
When is she coming back?
What even is the issue? I can take care of it.
No, I need Yuki.
What?
Why does she want to lie about Yuki not being there? Again, these characters are all friends. I don't know why there's such animosity between them all of a sudden at this point. Then again, having this like being broken up through prequels is also a structural mistake, because that way you don't always like remember everything that happens like afterwards. I don't know. Maybe this is better for binge watching after its completion, which is fine as well.
Hi.
Where is everyone else now?
Mizuki's taking a nap, Miu's taking a walk, Yuki's doing something.
Hold on, Miyu's stuck in a wall? Why is she stuck in a wall? Did she try to like acquire the acquire the abilities of a ghost? I think it was an animal or something. What is going on here?
Somebody's hanging out with Kaito.
Kaito's with Axel?
What is she dealing with?
What?
Yeah, hold on. Kaito's... Yeah, that's a good point. Kaito said he was like going home and not returning, right? So...
Question of the time, people! Sister Portal seems to be working again. Just making sure it is still connected to the gem or something. Why? Are you interested in Axel or Kaito?
Don't worry about it.
That was not really the question, but according to the fans, she's interested in Kaito.
I'm sure that Axel is cheering them up.
Did something happen with Kaito?
I shouldn't say.
Anyways.
Yes, you should, because they're being stupid.
Let's wait for Yuki. I'm sure she won't take too long.
Are you sure the energy is about Yami?
Yuki will know everything.
I just realized what Alex's voice actor reminds me of. English dub Ash Ketchum.
Was that just an assumption?
You know what Yami's like.
I don't want to argue.
You don't think he's bad?
I mean, he's been silent for a while.
He might...
Isn't done anything bad in a while, you know. He did try and corrupt us and destroy us from within, but, you know, he hasn't done... What was he done recently, really? I mean, come on.
Be plotting something.
That's right, but let's not talk about this now. Let's play some fun games while you await Yuki's return.
Yeah!
Sounds fun.
Fun games do sound fun, yes, I'm
See?
sure.
I really did get invited.
Wow.
Why are you two not working?
I just realized something. The sky seems to have cleared out now. So in season 2, it seems that because of like the events of season 1, the sun was like blotted out in different parts of the timeline. So I guess now we got the regular like day-night cycle again, because this seems like it takes place at dusk, I think. Didn't hit me until later. Although then again, maybe that only happens outside, doesn't it?
Hey.
But then again, it's still dusk in here, which means that there must be the sun out. I don't know.
Hey, is that your...
Yup. Someone from Ronrio will actually attend the Queen party.
That's amazing. You know what they say, though. Sharing is caring.
Let go.
I deserve it more than you.
I worked harder for this.
I want it more than you.
I mean, you all worked for this one party, so you can just ask for more, I guess, but yeah.
Guys, don't fight!
This is not about you, Kay.
Don't make me raise my voice, Kay. I do like that, you know, despite the fact that these backgrounds all have to be like, you know, composed together, there's still enough layers to pull off this effect. I'm about to try and like do that in Alpha Academy at one point, and that's literally the reason the series has not had a new release in ages, because that every time I load up that one project, it always just corrupts itself. I mean, how do you not notice that until you're right next to it? But sure. Is someone trying to shoot the fire? What is that sound effect?
Shooting up whatever is going on here. That is what I heard. Somebody has got a Glock 9.
Call the fire department. No need. Pew 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 pew. Oh, it's the balloons. Okay, the balloons are popping. Okay, fine.
Okay, you know what? See, because I didn't see any balloons. I just thought there was somebody who just happened to grab a Glock and came in the school and tried to pull up. Like, they were trying to end whoever was in there early. They were like, nah, bro, I won't let you burn in the fire. Let me just...
Let me just do my vocal warm-ups from drama.
Stop, bro. Leave me alone. That's what Glocks sound like, bro. They do, bro. You ever shot a Glock? They literally sound like that. They just...
I will take your word for it.
The fire shooting at us.
Oh, by the way,
fire shooting at us.
Okay, so Josh has actually said that the fire decides to, like, you know, shoot back. You know, it's strapped as well. Okay, so Josh said in the chats that that we found out the meaning of the title of the episode, which I forgot to read out, by the way. The title was "A Fire to Fix in Time." More like a fire to fix right now, actually. Fix the fire immediately.
Straight facts.
Yeah, probably best idea. Oh, and also, any warnings to threat is mentioned. There's some arguing. Does that need a warning? No, it doesn't. I kind of some mental breakdown at a certain timestamp, and then the last trigger is literally just fire. This episode set the present story. While Eve is trying to decorate the party hall with some helpers, Ayaka and Yuki both sense some weird energy. So I guess Yuki is returning this episode. She's not been missing that the whole time. Okay, then. All right. Sorry, either one of us I just pulled. Let me just see. The fire shooting. No, we don't know. I don't know the reference. Sorry. No. That's. Congratulations, lilac sunglasses and banana. You committed arson. Okay. All right.
Somehow everything. Somehow the wooden gym floor is still polished and ready to go.
Oh yes, of course.
Somebody put Kobe and LeBron on the court because that is the only thing standing, even though it should have burned.
Now you see, the wooden gym floor has the ethereal advantage of being a gacha background. Nothing can corrupt it.
Oh yeah.
The party is in just a few days, and I didn't make anything great.
The party's in just a few. I mean, actually, yeah, you're a different venue right now. But other than that, wait, hold on. The tables have become a pile of ash. Look at that in the background. That is just piles of ash. So yeah, the wooden floor definitely did not suffer any damage.
I convinced myself that I could do
I don't think gyms are made from wood. I thought they were.
this by myself.
Well, at least this.
Wait. Who just said gyms aren't made from? No. Okay, I think they're I think they're talking about like a working gym, like Planet Fitness. No. I'm talking about like a basketball, like a backcourt. That's like what kind of gym I'm talking about, because they're all made out of wood.
Yeah. You see Minecraft teacher, then you know. Imagine the amount of silver the things to get. I think that's splinters. Also, Prism says, I'm not an architect. Okay, well, non-architect tip right here. If a wooden floor catches fire, it burns.
But
also, if building catches fire, there's a good chance that some of the foundation will, crumble, and therefore some of the parts of the ceiling itself will collapse into the walls. But that just depends on the severity.
It's too much. There's always so much work. I want to prove that I'm good enough to be a Parl member.
Wait, if she said that the party is in a couple of days, then why is she getting so prepped up and ready for it right this very second?
Because she wants to make sure that everything is ready to go. Especially now.
But I'm actually
but I don't know. I just feel like if you're preparing for a party, I get the day before, because you gotta cook all the food, you gotta get everything set up. But a couple days, I feel like that's I don't know. I feel like I don't know.
Overcompensating.
It just doesn't really make sense. The math isn't mathing.
Mm-hmm.
Useful. If I'm not the best, who am I? I'm the co-leader of Parl, but...
Co-leader Zondi? Oh, I guess, sorry, no, Eve Zondi. Okay. Wait, hold on, so you're saying you want to be worthy of being a PR member, but you're already a PR co-leader?
I don't deserve such a title. I'm always ruining everything. I can't protect the Guardians properly, let alone make a party for one of them.
I don't know. Okay. Don't worry. You weren't the idiot who gave an invitation to the enemy, so that you're fine in that regard.
I honestly, I'm not even gonna try to be funny about it. I genuinely feel bad for her. I'm listening to this girl have a panic attack. Genuinely feel bad. That is the only thing in this entire view that I've watched that has made me feel really bad for a character. So for whoever made this, congrats, because I do not feel bad for a lot of characters.
I can confirm, not only because you said it at the beginning of the review, but also because, yeah, after reading a bunch of your scripts, it's very clear that you have like zero regard for this for your characters.
I really don't.
well-being.
I don't really feel like anything for characters, but that right there just kind of like made me feel so bad for her.
There you go. The power of Gacha, always underestimated.
You guys can go. I don't want you to see me cry, and I know that you truly don't care about this.
They care enough to fight over an invitation and set the whole thing up.
Sorry, Layla. Should have listened to you.
It's...
Listen to you? She's the one who, like, snatched the invitation. You should be the one apologizing.
Fine.
What do we do now?
Obviously, we'll fix this mess. If we work together, we're unstoppable.
What?
Oh,
Are you feeling alright?
Yes. Why?
Didn't expect to hear that from you.
She's right though. Let's fix this, gang.
Are they playing Chutes and Ladders? Oh my!
I think they are, yes. Either that or Snakes and Ladders. It depends on what version they have.
Yuki!
I must leave.
Where are you going?
I love that. I come in and I told people I must leave. Bye.
Oh, the portal.
It looks good. I'll have to
Real.
actually
She
visit someone
comes in after they're like sitting here waiting for her. Walks in. Sorry, just I came here to tell you that I gotta leave. Bye.
I mean, I know that William did that at the start of this review, but you know, he had a reason.
The portal.
Then why are you here?
I had to inform you. I felt the energy back there, and
Oh, it's that portal. All the, you know, calling back to episode 1.
I knew that it was coming from one of the other timelines.
Which?
The past. Miyuki, you're in charge.
Why me?
Because I know you.
Okay, you know all of the other ones. Also, Yumeka's meant to be the queen, right? Shouldn't she be in charge?
Know that you're capable of doing this.
What's going on?
See you guys. I'll be back soon. Probably.
Will you be back before the party?
I don't know.
I'm going to my room.
Oh my god,
Good
guys,
idea.
it is such a shame. We sat here and played Chutes and Ladders for an hour just for her to walk in and walk right back out.
Hey, look,
How
it's-
disappointing.
Hey, look, it's an entertaining board game. In fact, actually, I made several custom versions before that I used to play with family, and my brother used to win all the time until the one time he didn't, and then he had a tantrum about it.
You're not coming?
I don't know if I should help you out anymore.
Oh, I see.
Alex, wait!
Such high tension. Can't wait to tell X all about.
Okay, sorry. There's just to go over the chat in a second. I think there's a bit of a critique further Prism's end about this character's not being able to smell. I think that's because they don't have noses, or at least they don't have visible noses in this one. I can say that for a lot of characters who are created in Gacha Life and then transition over to Gacha Club, that is a recurring issue. That's why all of the shows that I have that started after Gacha Club came out all have characters with noses, and the ones that you know, are super old, like the Mutant Girl Puppy Love, you know, they don't.
Oh my
There's
god.
a difference. Yeah, and I'm glad that, you know, Prism here has not decided to, like, you know, just when Gacha Club came out, just redesign everyone for no reason halfway through the series, because there was like a bit of a while where season 1 had a huge hiatus. But yeah, no, the characters came back and the editing was different, but the characters still looked like themselves. And that's when the series like properly picked up. So yeah, I do appreciate the fact that it's still like recognizable. They change outfits, but you know, who doesn't, you know, other than the Gacha characters at the insistence of Aiden, but whatever.
Bro, imagine if you think Prism of Voices is a monster for some senses. Oh my god, you should see the things I do to my characters. The trauma I put them all through is literally crazy, bro.
As one of those characters, I can confirm.
Help!
Oh, by the way, Josh wanted me to read the playlist description. The description of the playlist says a season full of backstories and current story. The odd numbers of the backstories, the Guardians will wait for your return in order to know what they're fighting against. While that is happening, the Queen Party is soon. And Yumeko will finally have to take her duties as Queen of the Future Timeline. Only the Future Timeline? I thought that she was Queen of all of them. Wasn't that the point? That the Queen was meant to like rule over all the timelines, but the Guardians were split across several of them before they would reunite again? Why? I don't get it. Huh?
Too much wait, so is a
No,
yeah, but I worry
future.
that
Just future. What? That feels like a retcon. I swear that feels like a retcon.
About this.
Also, again, Yumeko's can take responsibilities as queen, but yet Miyuki's the one who's left in charge by Yuki. Classic.
He'll be so happy.
Ta-da! Sorry, it's not as
I
good as
don't
before,
put like
but
too
we
much
tried our
like
best.
trauma into like I don't put too much trauma into my character. There's only like 9, 12 of them. Like I don't put too much trauma into them, but like there's like 5 of them that I like put the most trauma to, and one of them, Soldier, is like so good at hiding it, which is like the worst part. Because nobody knows. Everybody thinks, oh my god, he has no trauma because he takes everything non-seriously. But he has like one of the worst traumas in the series. It's so bad, bro.
That is like literally a common coping mechanism. I don't know why people don't understand this. Like, it's pretty obvious if you think about it. Sometimes you gotta laugh in the face of despair, otherwise all you can do is cry.
Help! Why did you go say that off of Danganronpa? Oh my god.
Wait, that's a Danganronpa quote? I've never played the game. I don't know.
It is. It's like, well, it's not like it was one that was supposed to be in there. Like not in the game, but in the animated series. In the first one, it was supposed to be in there as one of Junko's quotes, saying like she had to laugh at the face of despair.
Well, there you go. Apparently, I'm Junko. I don't know who that is, but there you go.
Oh my god.
Oh, also, Prism says that Cosmo Yumeko wasn't fair. Okay, so it's being addressed in the series. Fair enough then.
I can fix some details, but this is incredible.
Honestly.
Thank you guys.
Anything for you, Mixiv.
Oh, if you give me time, I can get you an invitation.
Yeah, exactly. See, she's just said that from the beginning.
Just one?
That's all I can
That's all you're one person, so yes, just one.
do.
We can manage. I'm sure it'll be better if we don't attend anyway. Thank you for that offer.
Okay, sure, whatever.
I must leave. Good luck with the rest of the preparations.
Can we at least know your name first?
It's Kirai. I too hate people who lie about their name.
If you hate people who lie about your name, then why did you do it?
I don't know anymore.
What
Bro,
are you
that's
doing
crazy.
after this? Okay.
I have the day off, so I'll just relax. Why do you ask? Wait, you want to hang out with me?
Don't act so happy.
I'm happy. Let's go, Mosk. I have to show you this awesome new shop that opened.
Yeah.
Again, please. I'm so glad that you're good at get people to do redirections, because that feels like a first take.
Practice.
True.
Oh, also, Kirai, my life, I hate her, okay? Oh, I am extremely tired, but I'm also, like, resigned about the fact that I'm not gonna know about these things, yeah. Yeah, I haven't had dinner yet as well. I was stressing over the Pixelmon video that never was. By the way, imagine also if your character that yourself like the most is the character who's only traumatizing his best friend. That's still a huge trauma to have. Like that's not that's not nothing. That's losing your best friend. That is a lot.
That's straight facts. That's not. Wait, well, like losing a best friend, in my opinion, because I've lost a lot of best friends. I've had two that like died over the years, and like as for like losing one, like as in like you guys aren't friends anymore, I don't really refer to that as like trauma. I don't think that that's trauma. I think that that's like one of life's many skills, because you're gonna have people who come and go, and you kind of just have to face it.
Based on Secrets of the Plex and the nature of that show and how much death is involved in there and such, then yes, I'm pretty sure losing is in the sense of dying.
Yeah.
In this case. And also, I happen to know that character is dead anyway, the one that was mentioned, the best friend. Because now I have context for episode 1. Not compared to what the other characters experience, I guess. Although then again, maybe that's not, maybe they don't just like that character because of the trauma. Maybe it's just like a mixture of other things. That's the thing, you know, sometimes Gacha tubers do this where it's like, oh, well, the character with the most trauma is one who's going to be the most relatable and stuff because, you know, life sucks, am I right? So, of course, that's the one I've got to focus on and, you know, make the protagonist and have all these things and have all this happen to them. And it's like, well, okay, that's one angle. However, you can just, you know, make a character who people like for a myriad of reasons, and suddenly you have, so there's like much more loyal and much more difficult to, you know, break down and lose over time as well.
Whoa.
If a character is just based on the trauma, as soon as they cheer up, they're no longer relatable anymore to the people who are still going through stuff in their life. So, you know, that's that. Then you've lost people. But if they never improve, then it just becomes tiresome. It's a vicious cycle.
Amazing job. You okay, Evie?
I've heard of that name. Cat, search for anyone called Kirai.
Good grief. These two never learn, do they? But at one moment, Eve is chastising Kat for letting a random person help hand out these invitations and then get one themselves, only to immediately reveal that they were evil. And then in this episode, that same character who chastised the other one invites 3 random people, and only after the one who didn't reveal their own name for this very like secret party that is a target for villains revealed a name, suddenly only then is it suspicious. Good grief. Okay, I suppose that's probably why.
Joshua, oh my god, I'm dyslexic, please. I have watched like My Little Pony, but like it's been a while. Like it's been at least 2 years since I've watched it. Why are you asking?
Oh, he's asking because on Friday is going to be the return of another series that's by KW, who's also in the chat right now. That's called Ponies. It's the best way I can describe it is stop motion, but it has more stop than motion. And it features ponies as the main characters. It's called Ponies. That's the series. So I think it's referring to that.
Pros and cons. Oh my god, can I put my pros and cons? Okay. Okay. To be like fairly honest, I feel like the pros was I really like the voices, and like I like how kind of like fluent it was, and it was like really good to hear, because like a lot of people who do like voice acting, especially some that I see on this channel, they don't really, you know, there's background noise, there's stuff going on, and I can't really hear it. But I feel like these 2 episodes were like the voices were really good. But the cons of it, I feel like limit the excessive jump with music and just cutting it off. because I feel like that kind of like it's a distraction, and it makes it like a little bit flunky. But other than that, I enjoyed it. I think it was like pretty crazy, to be honest.
I will say I might have to disagree with you a bit about the voices because yes, some of them are indeed exceptional. There are still a few others, unfortunately, who still feel like they're just reading from the script and it's their first take and they're not setting in any other ones. But fortunately enough, this time at least, most of that seems to be only relegated nowadays to the new actors, the ones who are coming in for like the side characters or the ones who are the antagonists who don't appear too often, the ones that were clearly like new arrivals in terms of the cast. So like the main cast seems to have like settled in at this point and they've gotten better over time. Which is unfortunate because now you end up seeing like the people who aren't at that level and it's like, well, that's unfortunate. Best way I can describe that. But yeah, of course, the pros always include again the same the same typical things I tend to say about the visuals themselves, and I guess the happy accident in terms of the editing program kind of cutting those things up, because actually it does make me like reconsider how exactly I tend to do those camera cuts and how I can improve myself. So there you go. We're teaching each other. Lovely to see. A lot of the character chemistry does still feel like it's there, despite the fact that we don't see them together too often. But then some of the other stuff seems like it's like artificially either being severed or being inserted post hoc. But case in point, Ayaka and Kaito, for both of them actually, inserted post hoc because suddenly it's like, oh, Kaito was part of the friendship group with Ayaka and Miyu, which no, they weren't, because Ayaka and Miyu were in the same timeline and same place as Miyuki and Mizuki in episode 1. They were the present timeline, and Kaito was nowhere to be found. If Kaito had a connection to Miyuki and Mizuki, surely one of them would have mentioned that, rather than be surprised that there's another Guardian around in season 1. So yeah, some of that still kind of seems like it's being unfortunately retconned. It does bring into question a lot of the character motivations that are going on at the moment. I do wonder if that's because the season 1 stuff. I do remember that Prism said at one point that she was like really not happy with how season 1 was so chaotic and such, and there's more of a plan later. It's one of those cases where people try to go back and then it's like, course correct too much, sort of like what Aphmau might have done in My Street, where it's just like, oh, this was all, let's streamline this a bit and only keep in the stuff that works. And now I have people like, Aiden telling me that certain episodes aren't canon, or certain scenes aren't canon anymore, despite the fact they were never confirmed to be non-canon. Obviously, the whole discrepancy with characters knowing each other beforehand and stuff like that. So you're not quite at Aphmau level yet, but yeah, unless a certain element of taking what came before in stride comes in, it's a possibility for the future.
It says I fear the day that my decides to oh my god, I'm dyslexic. Please decides to look at my content and sees the garbage shaking my head. Okay. I'm just gonna explain real quick. So like everybody kind of gets the gist, okay? So I like towards the beginning, like y'all know how it was like, like making fun of the way they dress, the way they look. I only really like
being
do
more
that
of a
to
bully
be like
than the actual bullies were, yes.
Yeah, pretty much. I only like really do that to like make it funny, make it like, make a joke out of it. But I'm very understandable when it comes to like knowing that some people like have certain struggles when they're animating and when they're not and stuff like that. So like if you like genuinely feel like that, I am so sorry, because I will not judge. I am so sorry. But yeah, that's all I gotta say.
Very well. Yeah. And obviously from my part, I keep saying beforehand that depends on the situation, but all the jokes that I make at the expense of the videos is mostly for the cameras and such. Like obviously I give actual criticism involved too, but you got to make it entertaining for the audience. So at the same time, it's all about striking that balance and making sure that people don't feel like they're actually being bullied at the same time. And based on the amount of people that do still continue to put themselves in my hands for judgment, I think that seems to be going well enough. There are a few out. I know sometimes people have requested in the past that I stop reviewing their certain things or whatever. I'm like, sure, okay. But here you lot are. In fact, most people in this chat right now have been the subject of one or multiple Gacha reviews on my part, and I'm glad that you all continue to subject yourselves to that. In fact, that's actually how I met a considerable amount of people, including Prism Voices, actually. Well, Prism Voices actually commented on a thing with like why I chose the Muse and Girl for a certain assignment, and then said that she was like a fan of the Muse and Girl and such. And I was like, oh well, you know what? Let's see. Let's see that. Let's see what Muse and Girl inspired in the first place. And I was like, oh well, here we are. And now Gun is like my favorite Gacha series. So here we are. And I think it seems to be so. Obviously, it still has its issues. I'm still going to keep it on its toes, but the more that I spend, the more I'm going to pick it apart. And I'm clearly going to into intrinsic details here. So take that for what it's worth. So yeah, we've come a long way, and I'm glad that we're here. However, I think it is now time to go. I am hungry and tired, so please leave a like or dislike because your opinion matters. And subscribe to us already. Check out the original video in the description below, and also once I put the links in there, subscribe to Maya and Jin if I can find that channel, or whatever social media she prefers. I'll run it by her later. We'll see. But,
yeah.
Okay, we'll find out. But yeah, much of your pro Jacob work on the later stuff. He worked much harder on. Oh, okay. That's one more thing I have to say. I like to start from the beginning of certain things. Like Secret of the Plex, I started with the final episode because that's all I could find because of where it was on the channel. If I didn't know it was like on a different one. But most of the time, I start something from the very beginning, including the Guardians. Actually, I did the same with the Guardians, where the first episodes were super cringe, and then we'll be able to hear what they're sort of only kind of cringe.
On God, me and you have something in common because I have not eaten dinner either. I was actually when the stream was done, I gotta go downstairs and make a pancake because I'm so hungry.
Okay, great. After we finish my tirade, and then I'll continue. Because we all go through that as artists. It's one of the things that unifies us. That first musical episodes are also like super cringy, especially the original versions. Yeah, so it's something we all go through, but also because I'd see a person's evolution over time, like see where they came from, and also just to give context, especially if something that someone does is like a still running series, as most things that I review tend to be, because I like to review like stuff that has more of a story to it. That's why I don't tend to like touch like memes or short animations and stuff like that. Most of the time, like I like to stick to the the mini movies, the episodes, stuff like that. And most of that time, if it's multiple parts and a long running show, you got to start from the beginning to get that context. Because especially if you come here later on, people who watch the new Guardians episodes are like, "Oh, this makes perfect sense." But of course, I remember what came before, so got to hold up to that. Next Guardian stream I should do 9 to 11. Why? If I'm doing them in batches of 2, that means if you're waiting for them for longer.
Wait, 9 to 11 in
episode
your time or 9 my time?
Not episode 9 to episode 11, not time-wise.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Yeah. You want episode of the original theme for Secret Spec? Yeah. Reviewing music, it depends. I can review lyrics, but not, themes themselves and such. Usually, I can try. I've tried branching out before in the past, but we'll see. Don't worry. Next thing will be Origins. I think is the next review that I'm going to end up doing, because tomorrow is going to be the longest video ever. So get some rest. because the planned ending of Pixelmon was supposed to be 10 hours long. So I'm going to start it early. It's going to end late. So stay tuned for that. All right, like and subscribe and all that stuff you mentioned before. We've all left likes already because I guess we had that claim before. So I guess subscribe to us if you're not done so already. And on that note, until next time, farewell.